I have to tell you, one great thing for me personally to do this show is, I've learned about different drug references, which makes me really happy.
Right.
And how people do different kinds of drugs and the kind of hallucinations you can have. And number two is I've learned so much about men from Danny and the Pips.
Right? Good.
First of all, we were talking about why is it so difficult for men to tell women when we hurt your feelings. Why you guys will not tell us that we hurt your feelings. It seems like it would stop us down. But here is the best line and what best describes men. Jack?
Well, we were discussing this topic, and you said, do you ever apologize or tell your wife that she hurts her feelings? And I said, no, I could play the sympathy card. And yeah, she'd probably break down.
The victim, you called it.
And the victim card, and then she would feel all guilty. But I'd just rather fight it out and have a winner, you know? And hopefully it's me, but let's fight it out.
No, there should be a clear winner in every fight. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I thought that said it all, and that is thus the confrontation, the battle.
I think I'm 45-0 right now. I'm undefeated. With many wins coming by way of knockout.
Right. Instead, maybe it'd be nice to have a conversation. Hey, that really hurt my feelings. It did? Well, you never said it hurt your feelings before. Instead, you just snap back at me. Well, it does. It actually hurts my feelings. Well, you know what? I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea that hurt your feelings. I'm really sorry. Now let's bone.
And then you'd call us a wuss and lose
According to
respect
the
for us.
last two callers.
I don't think so.
Well,
But I've never
this
had
is
it
their
happen.
experience.
I know. I mean, I personally, I know. I understand.
Right.
But what?
I just thought of something.
What?
Because we had this conversation about Jamie's ex-husband versus FP and how she didn't respect her husband because he was kind of a girly man and wimpy, and the you hurt my feelings is kind of a girly man wimpy thing, and you were hot for FP because he would fight back and not just bow down.
But you know what was weird about my ex-husband? Even though he was girly man wimpy guy. I mean, but he's a great guy.
Right.
But he never said you hurt my feelings. And I know I did.
Right.
He never said it. Instead, we'd battle out too, but he would never say it. And I know I did.
He'd battle?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember him as a battler.
Not an evil battler.
Not
though.
an evil battler.
Yeah.
Yeah. You always get like
But
that.
I mean, I will tell you sometimes, although this is a small inference or a small fight, but I remember specifically the last time I told Gretchen she hurt my feelings and she felt bad, and it's become a game now and a joke. But remember I told you when she said I like my dog more than I like my kids?
Well, that hurts her feelings.
When she said that to me and I realized she wasn't kidding because I just got the dog, was spending all my free time with, I told her, I said, that's a really hurtful thing to say. And it made her feel terrible.
Hold on.
But
what
wait,
did you do after you realized she was right?
I enjoy spending time with him. It's different from liking him more.
But that's a different Oprah because she's right. And
She's not right at all.
But that wasn't a hurt feelings thing. That was more of a pointing out what you're doing.
No,
That wasn't what I'm talking about is when your wife slams you, about your clothing or whatever. This is not somebody that's wearing clothes, more than he's wearing the clothes that she bought him or something like that. You know what I mean? This is just a guy that's wearing an outfit that she doesn't like, and then she's calling him fat, and she's doing this and this and this. What she was doing is accurate.
Not true, not true.
Yes, Jack.
This isn't Stench's fault. Have you seen Big and Tall Fashions?
Right, it's not like he has a lot of options.
Yes,
There's
he does.
this Checkers.
No, you know what? That Rochester Big and Tall. Yeah, I get my dad's stuff there and all the basketball players go there. It's in Beverly Hills.
There must have been other
options.
options besides that shirt this morning.
I like that.
Do you know how much this t-shirt cost?
How much?
Like $45 for it. It's a t-shirt.
You overpaid.
Yeah, it's a guest t-shirt. That's why. But it's just a t-shirt.
You know what's funny, though? I actually was going to tell him I liked it.
I
But
like
now
it
I'm
too.
on the
It's just, but
bandwagon.
it's so much of a shirt. It's a black t-shirt with giant white writing and sleeved and collared in red. That's a lot of shirt going on there.
Who are you?
Yeah.
You don't think that's a ton of eye-grabbing shirt?
Oh, my
It's
God.
a t-shirt.
Fancy jeans.
I'm the one who said I had 28
Embroidered
bracelets
butt.
on. I'm just pointing out that's a great deal of shirt for Stench.
And I have on fancy jeans that cost a lot, too.
Do you really?
Wow.
Why?
Because he's trying to make her happy.
No, it's just clothes that I acquire over time.
He's trying, isn't he?
No,
I don't think that, because I've met FBG, I don't think that shirt is trying to appeal to her
Yeah.
at
Well,
all.
why would he spend that much money? He thinks it's in, and
Did you
his
spend it or
jeans.
did she?
Oh, I bought all these clothes.
Yeah,
I buy all my clothes. She doesn't
Was
buy
that
many
in
clothes.
well, I'll just ask you, was it an attempt to please her?
No, I like this shirt.
Well, there you go.
I think
It's a pool hall shirt.
I can't help but think because I know what you wear when you just are like buying stuff at Target.
Why won't you believe him today?
We go
Because-
out in public sometimes, and sometimes I have to have decent clothes. Today I chose to wear semi-decent clothes.
Al's pool hall.
See?
Because I'll come in here with awful clothes on sometimes.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, which-
Often, actually.
Yeah,
Off and
whatever.
awful?
Yep.
You know what's great is before we came to you guys, I said, you know what, you guys, there's a million phone calls with really great points, and so let's really just get right into them. And then we ignored you guys. So we see all your great points, we really do. And wow, not going my. All right. So here's the thing. We're talking about why don't men just tell chicks when we hurt their feelings instead of battling? And Jack says because you guys want to win and you want to fight and all that stuff.
But sometimes I think telling them you hurt your feelings, even if they're not, and making them feel bad is winning.
I've never had that happen either way.
As long as the other person feels worse than the other person, there's a clear victor.
Well, that'd be great, but I don't see you guys doing that. I mean, that's the whole point of this topic is that you guys don't do that. I mean, you never stop down and say, you know what, that really hurt my feelings because y'all have been raised to be such macho men that you won't show emotion. But I will tell you this. And I know that I tend not to believe Stench right now because I know he hurts inside and it's very hard for him to tell us. But I think that the reason why he did wear all these different clothes and blah, blah, blah is he's trying to please her no matter what he says.
Okay.
But see, there's something about him wearing the OP and the hang 10.
Those are cool.
and his wife saying, look, it's what, Billabong and Hurley, is that right?
Yeah.
But he's bringing out the OPs.
And my members only jacket.
That's my favorite, by the way.
He's got the long flowery OP shorts and the hang 10 shirt.
Lightning bolt shirts. They're getting kind of faded though.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
I know this is a whole nother topic.
All right.
But have you ever met those people who got stuck at a certain year
Yes.
and never went beyond?
Yeah.
And do you worry that that's going to happen to you? Because sometimes I think I'm kind of stuck like 95.
Well, here's what I suffer with more from that, and then I swear to God, we're going to go right to this after I answer you, is that I worry too much about that I try to move into the 2000s.
Oh, and you're going too far?
Well, it doesn't look right sometimes, the 2000. That peasant wear?
Right.
I look like a tard. I have a room full of peasant wear because I tried it.
But that came and went in a hurry for a reason.
Well, I bought into this
I know.
stupid crap.
Oh,
But that's your fault.
what
I
about
know.
the 40-year-old lady with the real
I'm not
low rider?
40.
No, but the girl, you'll see them with the low rider hip huggers on. They look ridiculous.
Some of them can pull it off,
Few.
but some of them.
Yeah. It's like a guy. It's like I
Wait.
wouldn't want to dress like a kid. You don't want to see
Your
me.
wife can.
I was just going to say that. My wife can totally pull that off.
Yeah, how
I
old's
don't
she?
know.
She's 40. She'll be 40.
Yeah, she totally pulls it off.
I worry
you.
when I look at women that wear those clothes that are older. I go, ooh, I don't know.
She
Guys
does.
don't go out on a limb like that. I mean, guys
Are
just.
you kidding? I just talked about yesterday. Y'all were wearing the pants. I can see your ass crack.
Right.
Not gas
But
crack.
can I, that came and went like, I think that came and went like peasant clothes. Do guys still do that?
That's
They're
young
wearing
guys.
low riders
That's
now.
young guys with baggy
Hip
pants.
huggers.
No.
Yes, they
Still?
are.
Those are
yes,
baggy
they
pants.
are. No, they're wearing no. Hello,
Young,
fashion.
good-looking guys are. None of us are.
No,
but
guys.
young, good-looking
Gay
guys.
They're
are.
wearing no, not
Oh,
gay
straight
guys.
guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, young and good looking. I can see that, but you wouldn't see like Danny's
You.
not going to go try to pull that off, or me, or Jack.
Oh,
or
if I
any of
was
us.
skinny, I'd absolutely try and pull that off.
Jeez, you're gay.
Yeah, but when it comes to my apparel, we know that.
I know that's true.
All right, going back to
Some of us
hell,
have
Margie
fun with our
left.
wardrobe.
Margie, call back. You were the best call, and I picked you to go
Oh!
first. All right. Oh, she's back. There she is. Okay. So here's the deal. Men not showing emotions. I found Margie. I didn't really. Here she is. Hi, Margie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Jamie and Danny. You guys rule.
We rule!
Okay. So first of all, these last callers, I don't know what's wrong with their girls, because if the guys are telling them that their feelings are hurt, if you're a girl, you're automatically going to feel bad, in my opinion.
Right. Exactly.
Now, okay, I don't know. You guys want to hear my story?
Sure.
Let me make a sandwich. Sure.
Okay. Well, the thing is, okay, I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years, and the thing is, you know how girls, when you feel like fighting, blah, 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 and your feelings get hurt, then you go and ignore the guy? Well, that's what I do, at least. Like,
If your feelings get hurt, you don't want him to know that he got to you after a while. So you
No,
just
like after you get in a fight or whatever, and even if you feel like you've won or you've lost or whatever, I get mad, so I'll ignore him for a while.
okay.
I don't know, I just do that.
Uh-huh.
And so I guess it really got him to the point where it's like he couldn't stand that I was ignoring him, and so he just pulled me off to the side and sat me down, and he was like, you know what, I don't like it when you ignore me. I I feel like this big. Okay, it's like you can pass by me, not even look at me. How does that make me feel? How do you think that makes me feel? I don't like it, and if you don't change, then we can't be in this relationship anymore.
I kind of like that he did that.
He totally just like took over the situation.
I like
sat me
that.
down,
He told her how
I
he
like
felt.
it too.
and whoa, well, of course, at first I was like, oh my God, like, first of all, he is
Dreamboat.
so stench. He does not tell me how he feels. He doesn't cry. He's a guy. So it just totally shocked me that he would have the guts to just pull me out. And it was during a time where I wasn't even talking to him. So he came up to me, found me.
Right. We get it. Okay,
Yeah.
we're there.
And it's like, oh, okay, so.
So now is everything great? Or is
Oh,
there
yeah, totally. I don't ignore him anymore. Now,
See,
like,
I
when
love
things
that.
get to that
I
point.
love that one.
Now, when things get to that point,
You
I
do-
automatically find him and I'm like, look, this is why I'm upset. So that way I won't ignore you. Let me just tell you why I'm mad
And
now.
you know what? You are a perfect example. Will you look by example? She is a perfect example of now she doesn't do this thing that makes him crazy because he told her.
She also communicates and doesn't expect him to read her mind. She says, hey, I'm mad about this, and this is
Well,
why.
now she does. If you listen to the actual story, dumbass, what she said was before she'd do the same thing, it wasn't until she wasn't talking to him. He pulled her off to the side and said, this is what this does to me when you act like this.
I have a question.
I wish she'd not
Is
talk to
is
me.
the purpose of this to find out why men don't show their feelings or to change Stench's life?
Both. Because he's the prime example of men that don't show emotion.
But we've had two callers that both got called gay when they tried to show their emotion.
But if you listen, Margie is the prime example
Right.
of this guy showed her, hey, you know what bugs me, blah, blah, blah. And now they don't fight about that same thing. And she says, oh, this is why I'm acting like this.
Right, but that's that guy. You're
I
taking
know-
Stench as
And
a
that girl.
give me.
And that's that girl. I know, but I'm just saying, listen to this girl. He did it this way and it worked out. Then they're not still having the same fights.
You start
What?
over with new fights.
What?
I said, then you're going to start over with new fights.
No.
he
Damn it.
likes this.
I don't
No,
like
he
this.
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
No one likes to
He
fight.
won't say what really
No one
happens.
likes to fight. Jack just said he likes to fight.
No, we like to win, but we don't like to fight.
Anna,
Yes.
hi.
Hi.
Hi. You're an exception to all the rules.
Which one is this?
She doesn't slam her husband.
Oh.
Good call right there.
Anna, what's up with you? What are you, a lunatic? What? Oh, she sucks as a human being.
She doesn't slam her husband because she can't speak.
Here is Heather. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
Hi.
So I dated a guy for over 2 years who would constantly pout and cry because I would slam him.
Yeah.
It's not something you want.
Well, now that's a different guy. That, my
Really
friend.
getting so specific
No,
now.
that's the pout and cry guy. No, it's the one that, one time says, that really hurts my feelings. Please don't do that. I'm not talking about wailing.
Hey, you know what? Why don't you try it the next time and then just report what happened?
He won't.
Just
Sure.
sure, do it for the show. He'll do it for the
I'll
show.
do
Oh,
it,
he
but
won't.
she could be listening right now. This is her listening time. But you do it, and then she'll use it again.
98.7.
All right, here's the deal. A couple of things. First of all, gotta find the right thing. We're talking about why men can't just say that hurt my feelings. They put up that wall. They won't say that. They'd rather battle. That's fine. Number two is women really want to resolve issues. I don't know if you noticed that about us.
You want that thing closure.
Yeah.
But you've always said what a stupid word that is.
Well, I hate the word closure, but I really hate open-ended. Closure. Like if you break up and you've decided to break up, people say you still need closure. You broke up. That's fine.
Right.
What I'm talking about is unresolved issues, whether it be with your family members or friends or whatever. Where guys will if another guy screwed them over, they walk away. It's done. Fine. Where girls, they want to talk it out and we want to resolve it. And I think that's why we might be in a little bit of mental health in y'all because we resolve our issues.
Right, because I think, and I speak for at least Stench and myself, that I don't need closure. I'm either completely fine or I want you dead and will actively seek revenge.
Yeah, you guys pull the anger card a lot. I mean, as men in general. 'Cause
Right.
Both of you and I are a little odd as to, you know what I mean? Like for everybody else, because I pull the anger card once in a while. But I think for the most part, chicks just want to resolve the issues and guys want us dead. I don't know. How do we all get along?
But I'll tell you, my dad used to say that revenge is a dish best served cold, meaning let lots of time go by. And there are lots of people that one day somebody is just going to smash them in the face, and they'll have no idea it was something they said to me a decade ago.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? To me, that's so exhausting that you'd hold on to all that crap.
No, because I can just let go till it comes up on my little date book.
Well,
on my little day timer.
Well, then you know what? Then it's not true. Then you do want to resolve issues.
No, I want to
can't walk
inflict
away.
physical pain.
Right, but then in fact, in your own way, you can't walk away from them.
On these particular issues, it'd be more fun to hurt them.
Right. So in fact, though, the bottom line is the fact is that you have to resolve them in that way, in violence.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Although nothing will have changed because they're in pain, they'll still have done what they did. It'll just make me laugh.
Yeah.
Right, but still, and so that's how you deal with it, is that you still have to resolve it ultimately.
Right.
Yeah. Well, then, in a way, because, I mean, I guess, because guys resolve their issues, maybe then that's the thing. Guys resolve it in violence in a weird way, and girls want to talk about it and clear the air and hug and go, oh, my God, I can't believe you're so stupid.
Until you push us to violence.
No, I mean, like, even if it's like, oh, my God, I'm sorry. Oh, my God, I'm sorry, too.
But we have unresolved issues way more. You're totally right on that point. I have a guy friend that not that long ago I had a disagreement with, and rather than sit down and deal with it, I'm like,
Right.
this is my friend. Why? Done. See ya.
Yeah, I did. I ended up doing that with Scott
Yeah.
but I gave a few attempts on that one.
Yeah.
But finally, I said, shine them.
Yeah, and see, we
And by the way, I'm not going to inflict any physical punishment on him.
Oh, good.
He's just gone.
see where
He's not on the hit list.
Where girls will go, oh my God, you know what? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that, blah, blah, blah. And then we like have cake.
I tried to have cake.
Hey, we don't have
I
cake.
tried to be a girl. I tried to have cake. Nobody wanted to eat cake with me, so shine them.
Here's Justin. Hi, Justin.
Hi, how you doing?
I just always want to have tea and cake. Hi, go ahead.
No cake.
I agree with Stench fully.
Oh, yeah.
Because I told a girl that, and I'm the man's man, and I told a girl that, you hurt my feelings, and she called me a wuss and laughed at me.
See?
That's what happened to me. Look at me. Look at me telling you
And
you hurt my
every time
feelings.
I argued with her after that, she brought it up.
Oh, my hurting your
see, I was afraid of
feelings.
that.
Oh,
Exactly.
she is not.
See?
Well, Justin, how long did you date her?
2.5 years.
So you guys were in love, supposedly, right?
Yeah, we were engaged to get married.
Wow. And did you do it? How did you tell her? I just want to know your angle. Like, how'd you
I
do
was
it?
like, and my friends were, because we had knockdown, throw out arguments. Straight out yelling at each other, and my friends were like, and the girls that I knew were like, "Oh, tell her she hurts your feelings, and then maybe you guys will calm down, everything will be and all this." And I was like, that really hurt my feelings.
Okay, but how did you? I mean, you stopped the whole argument.
I didn't. We weren't even arguing yet. She was like, I was getting ready to go to a football banquet for college, and I'm wearing my college shirt, and she's like, "Oh, that looks retarded. Wear something else." I was like, that really hurts my feelings. I dressed up nice today just to go to this banquet, and this is how I want to look for it. And she's like,
Wait a minute. Here's the bum. You think
Special.
wearing that jersey is dressing up nice?
Dude, it's
cannot
special occasion
win.
football.
He thinks that's dressing up nice.
You're
Dan.
hurting his
Football
feelings.
banquet, you're hurting his feelings.
7.
Oh, he's handsome, that Caleb. We're going to be talking to Rachel, who was the chickaroo from Love or Money, and she picked Caleb.
Over $1 million.
You're right. So we will dive into that here in
Watch me not hide my emotions on that call.
mere moments about why she did it. My God, after only 3 weeks of knowing a guy. Anyway, in the meantime, it's been a rough room. I'm trying to hold my own. But now we're going to do a dramatization.
Right.
Jack. Thank you.
Okay.
And here's how it works. Jamie is saying that she would just appreciate it if a man would say, rather than fight, if she made a comment about his clothes or something about his appearance, rather than turn around and fight and react, that he would just say, that really hurts my feelings. And then she would be...
I think I'd shut down
she
and
would
feel humiliated.
bad that she hurt this guy's feelings because she cares about him.
It's never happened, so I
and
think
it would
that'd
be
be
good.
right.
I say it would go down a little like this.
All right, I'll be playing me.
I'm playing Jamie, you're playing Danny, but it's not Jamie Danny, it's Jamie Danny, and we are in a relationship.
Right.
Or maybe
Okay.
you should call him Steve.
No, I like Dan.
Okay.
Dan, honey.
Yeah, man.
I don't think you should wear that shirt. It looks like crap. You should go in there and change into another shirt.
You know what,
right now,
though?
'cause
I've lost a lot of weight, and I feel good about this.
You look like a clown, and my friends are going to see you. Just go change shirts right now.
A clown's pretty harsh.
Yeah, well, just do it, because you're going to be around my friends.
I look like a clown?
Yes, with the red hair and everything, especially a clown.
Okay,
Actually, a stupid clown.
That was just flat out mean. That's you just being cruel. That completely hurts my feelings that you would compare me to a
I hurt
clown.
your feelings?
Yes.
Tell you what, go in there, or is it going to hurt your feelings too much to put on the red shirt I bought you so that you'll at least look decent when you're around my friends?
Why are you being so mean?
Oh, does it hurt your feelings?
Yes.
Wuss boy? You gonna go cry in the other room?
What's the matter with you?
They would go on from that point. Once you had that weapon of I hurt your feelings, you would beat him with that
What
wrench.
I thought I was wondering
What
because
I
that's
got
exactly
from
my
all of
whole
that,
life.
by the way, let me just tell you, is that Stench secretly wanted to slam the Dan.
I was going off.
See, I thought that he was slamming you.
No, I know he was calling you a clown with
Clown?
red hair.
Am I a clown to you?
You're a clown. No, and then I think as soon as he handed you that token of, oh, I got him, I know that hurts, you'd whip him with it.
Well, it is, I understand what you're saying is that there's been somebody that did, I can't even remember what it was, something emotional or whatever, and I did, use it against them, but that was just to be really spiteful and mean, and I only used it when it was like really the end, and I took something that was emotional to him and just threw it in his face and tore him up with it. But I've never, ever had a guy say, so I don't know how I'd react. That really hurts my feelings. I think in my heart, I'd be like, God.
Yeah, but then it's still a weapon. You'd be like, oh, you'd feel bad and maybe in that fight, but then you have that. That's a
But
card up
you
the sleeve for
save
later.
that
different.
weapon. Let me tell you something. You save that weapon until you know it's over and you'll never speak to him again, and then you pull it out. Yes?
Don't you ever think in every fight it's over? Like, this is it. Because you got to win that fight at all costs, and this could be the end, so you
No,
just
I
drop
think
it.
you have, don't you think you have a
No.
lot of fights that are just...
I'm
It's
ready
just
to fight
like
to the
you,
death.
for example. It's just like you. You're like, I put the hammer down last night. I told my wife she wasn't going to Vegas. Well, I about flipped out.
I'm going to chase hoochies.
Because for 4 days, he's been like, my wife's driving me crazy. She won't tell me if she's going to go to Vegas or not. I can't stand it. She won't just tell me. I said, duh. So last night, I put the hammer down and told her she couldn't go. Jack, what did he say 5 seconds after that?
Which part now?
She'll probably end
After
up
I told her,
going.
Oh, yeah, she'll end up going. We'll make up tomorrow.
I go, wait a minute. You just said you put the hammer down. Well, what I told her was if you want to go, you have to make the reservations yourself.
Right.
She wants me to pay for this.
Do you have a hammer to
Yes.
put down?
Yes.
I don't have a hammer.
Oh,
I got no hammer to put
Here's
down.
how I know
My
I-
wife would laugh.
Here's how I know I have a hammer, because the other day, all of a sudden, my wife started screaming at me, and I thought, how did I do something wrong? I'm sitting on the couch.
Well, you were doing that wrong.
Right. Well, no, I thought I was in the clear, right? And she had stepped on my hammer, which I apparently left somewhere, and it hurt her foot, and I was in trouble.
I got no hammer.
Well,
I got me no hammer to put down.
Oh, I have a good one from last night's fight.
all right.
This is a true story. We're at a restaurant. We had the baby. When we got to the restaurant, I got the baby out of the car, went inside the restaurant. We all sat down. And before we left, I couldn't find my wallet. She said, forget it. I have mine. Don't worry. So that's part of the story. We're sitting there eating. Bill comes. She goes, I don't have my wallet. You didn't get my wallet out of the car? And I looked at her and I said, I got the baby when we got out of the car. Oh my God. And just like, ugh, and got up in a huff and walked out of the restaurant, out to the car to get her wallet that I had forgotten in the car.
Didn't you
Furious
make
mad
her
at me.
crash one time by giving her an alternate route?
Yeah, but it's like, wait a minute, your wallet. If I didn't
Okay.
have my wallet, I lost it because I'm stupid.
But see, and then here's the point where you lose her, in my opinion. So you get all happy, pissed off, you start yelling at her, blah, blah, blah. You never let her focus on how ridiculous that is. You never calmly say, you're kidding. And just wait, hold on.
Yeah?
You never just go, this is my fault? I mean, I really want you to think of it, and I want you to take a few moments, because you have to be a smart ass and calmly. You have to go, I want you to really take a few minutes to really think about this. And I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Is this really my fault? Because if it is, then I will say I'm sorry. So you just go ahead and say, because that would work brilliantly. Instead, what he does, gets all loud, crazy, then she gets all loud, and then they just fight, and it's nuts, and
Yeah,
everybody
I
loses
but I
sight
can
of the-
visualize that. I can't visualize him with his hands down going, no, let's just work this out.
No, he's not working out. He's
Right,
being a
that's what I'm
total
saying.
smart ass.
I still don't see any of it. I
No,
only see the screaming.
It's more demeaning than the screaming,
Right.
because it's actually making her look ridiculous. Like, really? This is my fault?
Let me tell you what happens, because that's what I do, because it is ridiculous. My wife does the same exact thing. Things that have nothing to do with me. The other day, she was doing the baby laundry. She was folding the baby's laundry and goes, oh my God, you buttoned this up all wrong. How could you do this? Why are you so stupid? I've told you a million times. I look and go, I've never seen that outfit before in my life. And she looked at me and goes, oh yeah, I bought that in San Diego when you were out of town. But everything's my fault. So I've tried this, right? Where I'm like, are you kidding? Are you, and I'll laugh, or I'm like, this is, and then it's, are you making fun of me? Now you're making fun of me. And then it spins, but then it spins into an argument where now I mock her and have no respect for her. You have to learn how to just take responsibility for things that aren't your fault to avoid any kind of fight.
I guess in my life, because I'm kind of, I'm like Stench, I get like all crazy and high strung and blah, blah, and I was in a relationship like that. And the times that he would shut me down and go, he did that to me, and it really worked with me. I really want you to think about it, because I will say I'm sorry, but I really take some time and figure out if this is really my fault. And you just, it's like that big spotlight on you, and so you get like crazy, like and you don't do it again because you feel so retarded.
See, how come I think Stench's fights are some kind of entertainment for the whole family, and in Jack's fights somebody gets hurt?
Oh, no, nobody gets hurt.
I don't think they get hurt.
You don't get your feelings hurt?
Oh, sometimes.
That's what I mean.
But it's not even my feelings hurt. No. It's like, how could this is so ridiculous? I'm not even involved in this. How can it be my fault? But my wife will admit it. The other day, something bad happened. I don't remember. Bad in her world. Right. It's like, the baby's hat is missing. And this could be, I'm not kidding. That was one day.
Now, see, that's demeaning right there.
But no, that's the truth. No, one day the baby's hat was missing, and it was the whole end of the world, right? And she sat down on the couch and said, hold on, I'm trying to figure out how this is your fault. And worked it out and came up with this whole harebrained, 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon to where it was my fault.
But now you guys have made it funny.
Okay, but wait a second. Because he said, the world's coming around because she lost the hat. And you go, see, you just slammed her. That woman has stood right here in this room and called him an idiot and said, I hate him.
Right, and
she stood right here.
I didn't make that up to belittle her. The hat was missing, and this was the end of the world. I said, we can get another baby hat. No, that hat has special meaning.
It was her mother's.
It wasn't her mother's hat. I bought that.
You know what? I don't think it really matters at this point.
Her mom's not dead.
Yeah. Her mom's not dead. It wasn't mom's hat. You don't
Alex,
care.
Hi.
Hi, how are you guys doing today?
Yes, it was. We're good. It was baby Jesus' remnants.
Yes, there you go. Okay, that's the discussion we're apparently having.
Oh, hell. Yeah, see? Go ahead there, Alex.
All right, I'm
It's
probably
a
one
fake.
one of the few women who are emotionless.
You have no emotions?
Just, you know what? When my dad left when I was young, and I tried for 30 years to be close to him, when you get slammed that much, it's just so much easier to not even worry about.
You have emotions. Stench could make you hate him, and that's an emotion.
Well, Alex?
Yes.
Here's why I don't believe you.
Why is that?
Because you bothered to call to tell us you have no emotions, which tells me that you actually do, because it bothered, you know what I mean? It's like, she knows they're there. But if you're bothering to call to tell us you have no emotion, then you have emotion. If you don't call us to tell us you have no emotion, then you have no emotion.
Can't you just want to be on the radio like all the other calls?
Don't come in here telling me that you don't walk away from emotions.
He's walking away from you right now.
Well, no, he's like, we're talking to Robert, and I'm like, why don't guys, what was the word that I used?
Show their emotions?
No. Why don't guys care about resolving issues, whether it's your friend or your buddy or whatever? And Robert's like, I do, except for my sister.
Hold on.
Okay.
He's a whole show in and of himself. Remember, he told us he got his feelings so hurt by a woman that he won't date anymore? Remember? That was his whole thing, that he was so injured.
I believe that.
Right. So he doesn't walk away from it. He's so injured that he will not get another relationship. He can't go over.
Oh, that's true. So he doesn't resolve them at all.
No, not at all.
He needs therapy.
Well, maybe she wouldn't speak to him to resolve it.
Right. Because maybe she was suspect.
Maybe she dressed poorly and he just couldn't take it.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I go, you know what? This is so opposite with you, because you would point at a woman and tell her that she didn't dress right. Because if anybody told Robert he wasn't dressed right, he'd kill himself. But it'd be a fashionable gun. It'd be a hard to get, like, antique.
Nickel plated with pearl handles.
Oh, yeah. Coming up here shortly. Actually, she was already supposed to be here. Where the hell is she?
Why are these Amish always late?
No, not her. It's not an Amish. It's a whore.
No, but I mean from the show.
I'm just kidding. Everybody knows I'm kidding. I hope she doesn't get her feelings hurt. It's Rachel for Love or Money, and she's the one that picked a guy. Caleb. And yes, he is smoking hot, friends. He is good looking.
He'll cheat.
But she picked him last night over $1 million. She only knew him for 3 weeks.
See, that's the only time you do it.
And I do believe that love is so much more valuable and worth everything more than money. I absolutely agree with that. And that's her excuse. But I also think after 3 weeks, I don't know who the hell you are.
Right, but I think you can there's a very short window of time in the beginning where you're so crazy in love that things aren't rational. Things aren't real. And if you've never known it before, or you thought you have known it, but no, this time it's real, you're not rational.
I know.
You become rational when you start leaving the bathroom door open.
Well, it'll be interesting to see because it's obviously it taped a while ago. I'm pretty sure. So we'll see if she has regrets now. I don't know if she'll tell us.
He's already sleeping with somebody from Amish in the city.
And we have to talk to her about Mike. Mike is the guy, down to the last two. Mike, our friend, the drunk guy.
Mike, who I almost had to forcibly excuse from the building.
Yeah, and we'll ask her, because on last night's show, that's not the drunk Mike we know.
No, I actually didn't see it. I'm just assuming.
Because that guy was all about...
I like our Mike better.
Did he have his game on? Was he calling people dog and saying let's roll?
No, he was totally opposite. He had emotion.
Did he show his emotion? And got dumped?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a problem right there.
Mike, you got to call us, too, to talk to Rachel. Here's Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Danny. Hi, Danny. How are you guys doing?
Hi, Anna.
Good. This is the Anna I think that called before that we couldn't hear before and probably still can't.
Oh, you know what? I didn't hear that. I'm on the cell phone.
See?
Let me pull over. But what I wanted to say first is you should sign Cinch up for What Not to Wear. It's a show on TLC. And then
I'm sorry. I hate bad cell phones.
There's a reason she doesn't slam her husband. It's the only guy she's ever going to get.
Don't you hate bad cell phones? I mean, it can send me over the edge.
But I always remember not having them. Whenever I hear, God, I hate cell phones, it's like, shut up. You're making a call from the park.
Last night we were at the Universal Studios seeing all that stuff, and it was funny because we went into that Shrek 4D. You guys got to see it.
I've seen it. It's
Isn't that
amazing.
funny?
It's amazing.
So we went into Shrek 4D. It really is worth seeing. It's awesome. And right before we got in, they're like, turn off your pagers, your no use of photography devices, including cellular telephones. I thought, first of all, it was shocking to hear turn off your cell phones, right?
Right.
But now they actually announced turn off your cellular phones with camera phones.
No, they've already made an advance from that. Now all the new ones make a noise when you take a picture. So you can't take pictures in the locker room without people knowing it. They all make a noise now.
Oh, they all absolutely do?
All
Is
the
it
new ones make it.
federally
Yes.
required?
Yes.
I went to a movie yesterday where if you had a camera phone, they held it for you until the end of the movie.
Really?
So you wouldn't bootleg anything from it.
It's just so funny.
Well, how did they know?
They actually took my phone and looked at it to make sure it wasn't a camera phone.
How did they know you had a phone?
They ask you, and they wand you with the little
What
wand.
movie theater do you go to where they wand you?
Well, it was a screening, but they do that so you don't bootleg the movie now.
Right.
You know?
Wow.
And is Rachel here?
Rachel's not here yet, and there's a lot of people looking for her right now. They're calling her cell right now to find out exactly where she
Where
is.
the hell is she? Hey, Lori?
Yes.
We understand that after this break, you're a therapist and you'd like to give some advice to Stench, like kind of some therapy.
7.
Still looking for Rachel for her love or money. I don't know. We know she's not out shopping.
Yeah, she took a guy over $1 million who's probably already cheating on her. She's drunk somewhere. Hiding under a pier.
Or under Mike, the second runner-up, who was on our show drunk.
Yes.
But we love him. All right. In the meantime, it's the emotional rescue Dr. Phil show.
Yeah.
No,
We're going to
it's,
save Stench from himself.
Men and emotions and closure and all that crap. Thank you. Here's the deal. We have Lori. She's a therapist. Lori?
Yes.
What kind of therapist are you?
I'm a clinical social worker.
Clinical social worker.
How does that prepare you to help our friend Stench?
Maybe we should have asked her.
I don't know how it's going to help me help Stench, but I feel bad for his wife.
Why?
Because I think that the two of you are on completely different pages, and I think that when you see somebody is kind of off, I think you need help.
You need help that you look fat?
Fat?
Wait,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Okay, all right, so you think that they're on two different pages. Like
I think they're
she's
reading
like
two different books.
I think that based on what he said a few minutes ago about her yelling at him, being, the one to blame because the wallet was left in the car when he grabbed the baby, that's sad.
That means that two people are not on the same page.
Well, something is going on.
How's that my fault?
Well, wait. That's what I think she's saying. I think she's saying this is kind of like something's going on with her. I think that's what you're saying, right?
You don't believe in fault?
No, she said. Hold on, you guys. She's saying that she feels sorry for the wife, not because he's evil, but because something's going on with the wife that's making her act like this.
Right. Oh, I know. I know why she acts like this.
Why
She's been allowed to do this her entire life. I've watched her a million times blame her parents for the most random thing that's gone wrong at our house. Dad, you hired this guy, blah, blah, some reason. It's always someone else's fault. Ooh. Always.
But if the two of you don't change that in your dynamic, how is it going to get better?
My dynamic is shut up, and then it just gets quiet and we deal. We move on.
And is that healthy for your child?
The child laughs. We argue. I swear, the baby will sit in her seat and laugh.
Way to try and suck in the kid, Lori.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's kind of a point and laugh from your kid. I can't believe these two are my parents.
I think so.
She's one and laughing in your general direction.
We actually don't have knockdown, drag out, crazy fights.
Well, let me ask you
this.
Well,
that's
good. But does she know that? Well, wait a minute. You know what?
Does she know she's a pain in the ass?
Hold on. This is trouble in River City, I tell you. Because you know why?
Why?
You're a blamer too.
I'm a fighter.
No, you're a blamer.
But not for out of the normal nothing stuff. Like, I wouldn't leave my wallet in the car and say, hey, why didn't you get my wallet?
Yeah, but you're also not the guy that if something happened with a guest or whatever, I mean, this one isn't your fault, but that you would say, oh, you know what? I totally screwed up. I didn't make that call and I should have.
I've done that. Not that long ago I did that.
True?
I did that on the show and we talked about it.
I've heard him do it.
The only time it's happened.
I don't think you need to be desperate to get couples therapy, and I think the two of you are on different pages, and I think that says something.
Do you speak in code almost constantly?
She's a therapist.
Yeah.
She's just sad.
Come on,
well,
Jamie,
but you know
had
what?
therapy, haven't you?
I go to therapy. I like it. It's helped my relationship.
But you know what? You also just did. You blamed the girl that blames.
There you go.
But you know what? Every couple does that. You did. You blamed the girl that you said, I blame her because this all stems from her blaming other people.
But I know why she blames other people, and it's because of that. I've seen.
But don't you think everybody blames somebody else?
Well, here's the deal. I'm not going to be blamed for something that's not my fault, and I will stand up and fight for the death for it. And it's one of those principle issues. That's why I'm always about principle. I'm not going to let you blame me for something that's not my fault. I'm not going to let you.
No, and I don't think you should lay down and take it either. I mean, I hate that guy, you know. Okay. Yeah. But I do think there's something to be said about the smart ass person that says, all right, if you really, you know, how is this my fault? And make him explain it out. Right. Instead of screaming at it, make it explain it.
That's true, though. I will have a tendency to blow up.
Yeah. And
you get big fast.
And then everybody forgets what the fight is about. But I think that I would make her explain why exactly is it your fault that the wallet's in there.
I just think if it's a one-time fight, it's one thing. But if you're saying this is how your communication is, I think it's unhealthy in your marriage.
Marriage in general is unhealthy.
Not true.
Yeah.
Not true.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I don't agree.
You don't think marriage is unhealthy.
Yeah, I do.
Right now, you're just mad, or you love her to death and you love being married. And the last thing you want to do, and speaking from somebody that knows, the last thing, my friend, you'd ever want to be doing is out there trying to find Mrs. Right
that's for sure.
Yeah. So, you know what? I know you adore her and you're just pissed off right now.
I'll go to the bachelorette party and hook up.
and I know that you love cuddling with her at night and watching a movie.
I sleep in another room. I don't even sleep in the same room as her.
My God. What, Jack?
If he really didn't like marriage, he wouldn't do it so often.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, maybe you're needy.
It's like saying you're mad at buffets. You just can't hold up.
Maybe you can't be alone. All right, Lori, I think we got nowhere.
Yeah.
Thank you for your phone call.
You're very welcome. Have a good day.
Yes, I'm glad that we've communicated the emotion goodbye.
Wow, that was sad for you, Dan.
No, that's what I meant to say, actually.
All right, going back to hell for love or money. That chickaroo was supposed to be here, what?
40 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's 40 minutes ago.
Actually, 50 because we asked you to be here 10 minutes early.
Wow. You know, I would have just said 8:30, but that was pretty cool. Stench. Yeah, that was a rocking. All right, so anyway, so we can't find her. She's supposed to be on the show. We had her booked out for right now, and she didn't show up, so that sucks. So the publicist is like, I'm really sorry. I don't know.
This is how you know it's not the publicist's fault. When the publicist says, here's her cell phone number, just call her.
So I get her.
Yeah, you try to find her. We can't find her. Anyway, we don't know where she is. It's Rachel. She picked a man over $1 million.
She's off in love. She's lost.
She's off in love?
Yeah, she's off in love land.
I'd like to visit there.
Not me.
Sounds like she's not answering her cell phone either.
Come on, Rachel!
But I do see that our friend Mike,
Yeah.
Drunk Mike.
I love
Mike.
What up, homeboy?
Yes.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, you came in second runner-up, huh?
Oh.
Mike,
Yes.
where's
What's up,
Rachel?
dog?
Hi, it's Rachel. Leave me a message and I'll call you back.
To leave a voice
I have
message,
no idea.
press 1 or just wait for the tone. To send a numeric page, press 2 now. At the tone,
need
please
closure.
record your voice message. When you are finished recording,
holding my
you may
breath.
hang up or press pound for more options.
Rachel, sweetie.
Rachel, it's Jamie and Danny and Mike, and we want to know where the hell you are.
Go ahead, Mike.
What's going on, girl? Get out of bed. Get out of bed. Get your butt over to the studio. Hurry up.
Mike made it on time and he was drunk.
Yeah, Mike, tell him how we have beer here.
It's wonderful. The green room. They'll take care of you.
Right on. So do you think she stayed with that guy?
And then they'll make fun of you for 3 hours.
Because you stick around for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Whose fault's that?
Good decision. Way to think it through, Rachel. I mean, you're not even with them anymore, eh?
Oh! Is that what happened?
Did they break up?
Rumor has it that it only lasted a month.
Wow. She gave up $1 million. No,
Can you believe that?
honestly, I cannot.
Like my buddy from old school says, way to think it through. Way to think it through.
Wow. Do you think she really thought she was that much in She couldn't have been that much in love, and I'll tell you why, Mike. It's because she was torn between both of you.
I don't think she was so much torn. I think she was taking the safe choice that Caleb would choose her.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you were iffy.
Yeah.
but
You're still iffy.
Yeah.
it's still,
I'm
I mean,
concerned about you.
but it doesn't matter because she picked him over the money anyway. So why would she care? You know?
Huh?
Well, I don't
I
know.
think I think she would have had the opportunity to take his check as well.
Oh, all right. Wow. Can you believe it? $1 million for somebody that just walks all over you.
I think Mike was there and drunk, and he still doesn't understand the exact rules of the game.
Hey, Mike.
10 days to Vegas.
Yeah!